Hey, welcome everyone. Today we are going to know about what is Django. Django is a Python-based free and open source web framework which allows model template view architectural pattern. It is maintained by the Django Software Foundation. Django's primary goal is to ease the creation of complex database-driven website. Today we are going to develop an app known as Pulse app by using the Django framework. So let's begin the tutorial. If you want to create a project, that is my site, just go to the terminal and type django-admin start project my site. This code will automatically generate a directory in project, that is my site, and it contains certain files, and the first one is init.py. It is an empty file that tells Python that the directory should be considered as a package. And the second one is settings.py. The settings configuration for the Django project will be stored in settings.py. The urls.py. The URL declaration for the Django project will be stored or with this Django project in various ways. Creating the website, we have to develop an application. For that, we have to type Django admin start app pods. We have to change the directory first. For that, cd space my site, and we have to type Django admin start app. This will create a Pulse app inside the directory. In that we have certain files. First one is init.py. It tells that it is a package. We have admin.py, which is used to add models to the admin page, and we have apps.py, which is used to configure our Pulse app, and models.py is our database, and any object that we want to create in the database will be created in models.py. The test.py is used for testing, and the views.py is used to display our models to our website. In the app, we have settings.py. In settings.py, we have to specify our application under installed apps, that is polls. Then we have to create a view. We can just create a sample view, that is define index request. This will create a sample view, that is the definition for that, return http response. Inside that we have to provide what is required to be viewed, or what is we have to see on our web page, and we have to create a URL file inside the Pulse app. For that we just create urls.py, a Python file. In that we have to specify the URL, that is URL pattern is equal to path. It is used to specify the path. We have to import urls.path for that. Then we have to specify the path, that is views dot in index. We have to import views, then go to the URLs of the my site, and we have to specify the path, that the URLs which is contained in the application, so that we have to include for the include the path. For that we have to import the path, that is include, and we have to inside the include we have to type the path of the URL, that is polls.urls. Then in the terminal we just want to run python manage.py run server. This will provide a IP address, and by clicking that we can able to view a view, that is we have to view what we are specifying views.py. For creating a template for our site, we have to create a folder, that is template, and inside the directory template we have to create another directory known as polls, that is for our app. And inside the polls we have to create an HTML file, that is index.html. Inside the index we have to specify the title, that is polls app. In the body of the index file we have to specify what we want to uh, display on our website. Now we have typed welcome to poll app, and in settings.py we have to specify the template directory, that is template dir equal to os.path.join base dir, comma templates, that is the name of our folder or directory. And in the template section we have to provide the directory, that is template dir. And in views we have to change the view that is previously we have created. We have to specify return render request the directory where the index file is residing, that is poll/index.html. and we have to code python manage.py run server once more, and while clicking the IP address we have to see the output on our screen, that is welcome to polls app. Now we have to create the required model, that is database tables for our project. For that we have to open models.py. in this file we have to create the required models that we want. That is, first we have to create a quotient class, that is class quotient, which is a table that used to store our quotients, and the fields for that is quotient text, which is of character type, and the maximum length is 200. And the next is published date, that is of date time field, that is it is of date type. And we are define a function, that is string, that is used to return the variables in the required field, that is quotient text, which will allow us to return the text that is stored in the database. And the next we have to create another model, that is choice. It is used to store the choices for the questions, and the fields are question, that is a foreign key attribute which is derived from the model question. We have to cascade it. Next we have to create another field, that is choice text, which is of character type of maximum length 200, and another field known as votes, which is of integer type and default value is 0. And we have to define a function, the same function, that is str, which is used to return the text in the database, that is choice text, which will return the choice text to us, creating two classes, that is database objects. And we have to rerun our server, we have to migrate our database changes. That is, for that we have to choose python manage.py make migration, and we have to migrate the changes to our database. For that we have to type python manage.py migrate. This will apply all the changes to our database. After creating the model, we have to register the model in admin side. For that we have to open admins.py in polls app, and we have to import our models, that is questions and choice. And we have to register both of the models in admin side. For that, admin.site register question, and we have also register the other model, that is choice. For that, admin.site register choice. And now we register both of the models, and we have to create a super user. For that, open terminal and type python manage.py create super user, and we have to specify a username. Here I provide admin, and we have to specify the email address and password. Here I provide the password admin itself and confirm the password and press Y, and just run the server. For that, python manage.py run server, and click the IP address. It will navigate to the web browser. In title tab, we have to specify the admin page. In page, we have to log in by providing the username and password that we have created, and we can able to view the two models, choice and questions. In questions, we can add question by clicking that question, and we have to type the question text. That is, here I use type how are you, and we have to provide the published date and time and press save. And now our question is ready to display. And go to choice and add a choice for the question. We can identify the question and give the choice for the required question. Here in choice text I provide fine and save it. Then return to home, log out from admin page. After registering the models in admin site, we are going to display the questions that are in the models. For that, we have to make some changes in views.py. First, we have to import our models, that is choice and question. And now we import two models, choice and question, and we have to create the object for the appropriate model. Now we are going to display the questions, so that we are creating object for the question. Creating the object, we are providing an alias for our question object, that is named as QST. Now QST can be used as question objects. Now for viewing the questions inside the model, we just want to make certain changes in index.html. So return to index.html and make the appropriate change. To get every question in the stored in the model, we have to create a for loop. Inside the for loop, we have to provide a counter variable and the object. We have to open the for loop and end the for loop. Inside the for loop, we are giving a reference. Now we doesn't refer to any other pages, so we are providing a hash, and we need to display the questions. For that, we are copying the question text, which is the field of question. That means we are going to display the questions which is stored in question text. For that, we just copy the question text and paste it over q.questionText. It enables to retrieve each question, and we are running the server, and we can see that our question is displayed over the HTML page. After adding the questions and displaying it, we have to give the appropriate choices for each question. For that, we have to create an HTML file, that is choice.html. In templates file, we are giving what we have to display and how the output will be. And before that, we have to specify the path. For that, go to URLs and specify the path. That is, path takes two arguments, that is question ID and a function, that is show choice, which is in views, and the name of the function is show choice. and we have to navigate to views.py, and we have to define the function that is show choice takes request and question id. To define the function, before that we have to create the object for the question. We have to use the question id, that is we are creating the object for the appropriate question, and we have to display the choice that is for apt for that question. After that we have to return the new page, that is choice.html, and we are navigate to the choice.html file, and we are providing the title. The title is the name of the question itself. Body, we have to provide the required format or style that we are accepting as output. We are giving the question text in h1 tag for uh, it will help to display the question. So giving a for loop. The for loop is required for the choice object, that we created earlier, and we are ending the loop. Inside the loop we are going to add a radio button, that is we are specify the input type as radio. The name of the radio button is choice, and the value become choice id, and the id for the radio button is the loop counter, that is which is the current choice. We are writing another for loop, that is inside the label, that helps to display the choice. You have to specify the field where the text is stored. In order to get that, we are navigate to models.py and copy the field and just paste it over here, that is choice text. We also want to change that in the for loop, because earlier I just give choice only. We have to get the all objects in the choice. For that it is altered to choice set.all, and we just running it, and we got the question text over here. After clicking that, sorry, now it will be navigate to anywhere. I just forgot to change the reference in the index.html. Change the reference to the show choice by setting url show choice, sorry, show choices. Now we can try once more. Sorry, I forgot to pass the question id, and now I pass it. And now let's see what happens. Let's run the server, and the question is over here. We got an error. Let me check what's the error. The error is because the problem in the path that we are given in the function, that is we doesn't which doesn't give the actual path where the source object is residing. Sorry, show choice is residing. That is, we have to specify that pol slash choice.html, the position where the choice.html file is residing. And now we get the out that fine, but our question text is not displayed over there. Let me check why it's because. So let's remove the h1 tag for checking, and now let's see what's the output. Here the text is get the same. So there is small problem in the brackets, so just remove two brackets. And going to write another h1 tag inside that. You have to provide the question text of which question and run the server again, and now we got the question text and a provision for voting. And now the vote is set. We created the questions and appropriate choice, and now we are going for vote. For that, we are navigate to choice.html, and in that file we are making a new form, providing the forms method, that is post, and the action that is to be performed when a button click is made. Here we providing the action, that is URL voted of the corresponding choice ID, and we are providing a submit button, that is in providing the input type is submit and the value is vote, that is the label over the button is seamless as vote. And we are displaying the number of or the count of votes got to each choice. Now we are navigate to the URLs and to provide the path, that is the path is to views.voted. We gives the path and we return to views.py, and we are going to define the function voted, or we are going to define the voted view. It takes arguments like request and question ID, and we are going to check the method of the form, that is if request.method equal to post, then we have to done something, that is we are creating an object for the model question, and we are retrieving the questions according to the questions ID that is passed in vote to voted, and we define the try block. Inside that we are created a choice object by a function get object of 404, and it takes choice and the choice method. And then we are providing an expect block that is used to erase if the request function is not done, that is if we are not voted and press the button, it will be display this accept section, that is please select an option, else we have to increment the count of votes by 1, that is choice.object choice object dot votes plus 1, and we have to save the changes, and then we have to return to the choice.html page, And now we are going to run the server, and here we get the question and we clicked on it, and it displays the count of vote, and we try to vote but it seems an error. It is because of we didn't provide the CSRF token to the form, and we are giving the CSRF token to the form in choice.html. After giving the token, we just rerun and we got the question and we just vote it and its count get incremented. Now we are going to create more choices and questions in our polls app. For that we are running the server, and now we can navigate to admin's homepage. By providing admin's username and password, we can log into admin's page, and we are select the choice and we are selecting the question text and we are adding a new choice text and save it. And next we are going to polls and select the question. Now we are going to add one more question. Here the question text we are going to add RU80, and we just save the new question text, and we going to add new choices for the new created question, and the new choice text is yes, and we just save and add for another, and we select the same question and add the next option and save it. And just go to admin's home and gets log out, and we navigate to the polls app index page. There we can see our new question, and now we select the how are you, and we got the new option over there and we vote for it and it's getting incremented. And now we select for the second one, and there is two options, yes or no, and we vote for it, and we can see that its count gets incremented when we press the vote. And this is polls app, and I hope you know how to create a polls app by this tutorial. Thanks for watching.